Sue, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hi, good morning. Thank you very much.
30 years old, it's an adult. Are you surprised at how long it's been in existence and the fact that the KZNPO is still so popular?
Not at all. I think the people of Durban and KwaZulu-Natal love this orchestra. They consider it their orchestra. And with their support, there's a very strong reason for the orchestra to survive. We do lots of symphony concerts, 3 seasons of them per year. And in between, we do a lot of education work as well. So we're trying to take music to the people, building new talent and also creating new audiences for our music.
Take me back over the last 30 years. What are some of the highlights, the achievements, the milestones?
Well, the very first concert was played in the Pietermaritzburg City Hall on the 22nd of October 1983. And the piece that was played was Beethoven's 9th Symphony, which is the choral symphony. And that's exactly what we played last week at our 30th birthday concert, which we had on the 24th of October, which was a wonderful evening. It was our full orchestra, which has 70 full-time musicians in it, plus 4 community choirs and a range of soloists. So it was very special to play again what we played 30 years ago. But to think back over the last 30 years, there have been many highlights that revolve around our efforts to take music out into the community. You know, looking at our education program, our work with youngsters. We do 2 auditions each year, one in KwaZulu-Natal, where we find young soloists who then have an opportunity to perform with the orchestra on stage. And then we do a second audition later in the year, which is national, and bring soloists from all over the country for our National Youth Concerto Festival. And often this is the first time that these budding young soloists get to play on a concert stage with a full orchestra, and obviously gives them an opportunity to think of becoming professional musicians. We've also done a number of tours. This year in particular, we've did a tour to Johannesburg with a leading world violinist, Sarah Chang. She played here in Durban with us, and then 2 concerts in Joburg. We've been down to Grahamstown for the National Arts Festival, where we're the resident orchestra. We did a number of full concerts and then about 10 ensemble groups as well. So music plays a very important role in the National Arts Festival in Grahamstown. But then the highlight, I guess, of this year was a tour to France in July, where we performed concerts in Marseille and then in Paris, and it was International Nelson Mandela Day, and we performed a concert on the Place de la République, which had just been renovated, to an open-air crowd, I think, of about 4,000 or 5,000 people. Wow. Again, we had the Claremont Community Choir from Durban with us, and Yvonne Chaka Chaka as a soloist. And it was just the most uplifting, incredible experience, and it was on the 18th of July, on Mandela Day.
How would you describe the Royal Concertgebouw's first South African tour?
Well, that was a great achievement for us as well. That was in March this year, another highlight of our 30th anniversary. The Royal Concertgebouw Orchestra was turning 125 this year, and they're touring the entire world, going to all 6 continents. It was their first trip to Africa, and they are an exceptional orchestra, so we were really proud to have hosted them. We started off in Cape Town with them, then in Durban, and then in Pretoria. And it was a wonderful learning experience for us. They agreed to do outreach work in Cape Town, in Durban. In fact, a small group of them went out to school in Umlazi, and they were so impressed by the youngsters there and the energy and the interest in their music that the musicians actually donated their fee to the school to enable them to buy 2 piano keyboards. So lovely work that the Royal Concertgebouw Orchestra did out here with us.
Sue, very quickly, what can we expect for the rest of the year 2013?
Well, we've just finished our symphony season, the spring season, and at the moment we are rehearsing West Side Story, which is going to be at the Playhouse. We're doing about 35 performances of it, which will be through November and December, the holiday performance, which will be exceptional. Lovely soloists and super orchestra.
Sue, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for joining me. That, of course, from our Durban studios. Sue Murray is the marketing director of the KZN Philharmonic Orchestra, talking to us about the organization's milestones after it celebrated its 30-year anniversary last month. That's something to be celebrated.